Hello, friends, and welcome to our story time. Today, we're telling the tale of a very clever cat named Puss in Boots. Once upon a time, a poor miller had 3 sons. When he passed away, the oldest son got the mill, the second got a donkey, and the youngest son, well, he got the cat. The youngest son was very sad. "Oh no," he sighed. "My brothers have useful things. But what can I do with just a cat?" But this was no ordinary cat. The cat jumped up and said, "Don't worry, master. Just get me a pair of boots and a bag, and I will make you rich." The young man was surprised, but he agreed. He bought the cat a pair of shiny boots and a small bag. The cat put them on, slung the bag over his shoulder, and proudly said, "Now, leave everything to me." Puss in Boots went into the forest with his bag. He filled it with carrots and corn, then lay down and waited. Soon, a curious rabbit hopped into the bag to eat. Snap! Puss pulled the string and caught it. He then went straight to the king's castle and bowed low. "Your Majesty," said Puss, "my master,
the great Marquis of Carabas,
sends you this fine rabbit." The king smiled and said, "Tell your master I thank him." Puss did this many times, bringing gifts to the king and always saying they were from the Marquis of Carabas. Soon, the king began to think this Marquis must be very rich and important. One day, Puss heard the king and his daughter, the princess, would be riding by the river. He ran to his master and said, "Quick, go bathe in the river and trust me." As soon as the man was in the water, Puss hid his old, worn-out clothes under a rock. When the king's carriage came near, Puss shouted, "Help! Help! My master, the Marquis of Carabas, is drowning. Thieves stole his clothes." The king sent his guards to rescue the young man and gave him a magnificent new outfit. When the princess saw him, she thought he was very handsome. While they were talking, Puss ran ahead. He came across some farmers and told them, "When the king asks whose land this is, you must say it belongs to the Marquis of K." The farmers agreed. So when the king passed by and asked, "That's exactly what they said," the king was amazed at how much land the Marquis owned. Finally, Puss reached a huge castle that belonged to a mean ogre who could magically change into any animal. Puss bowed politely. "I've heard you can turn into a huge lion. Is that true?" "Of course,"
roared the ogre and turned into a ferocious lion. Puss pretended to be scared.
"Amazing! But can you turn into something tiny, like a mouse?" "Easy," said the ogre,
And turned into a little mouse.
"Pounce." Puss jumped and ate the mouse in one gulp. Just then, the king's carriage arrived. Puss greeted them at the door, saying, "Welcome, your majesty, to the castle of the Marquis." The king was so impressed that he allowed the young man to marry the beautiful princess. They all lived happily ever after, and Puss in Boots became a lord in the castle, never having to hunt for food again unless, of course, he wanted to. And the moral of the story is that being clever and brave can help you achieve great things, no matter how small you start. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more wonderful stories. Bye for now.